We look out and that kind of is like
Everything is really thoughtfully designed. Again, the trust is the big factor, right?
it's a big step to take to.
Our first words when we walked in the home were, wow.
Okay, so good morning. I'm Alice from Group of Up, and we're here today to have a chat with you as you acquired an apartment in Golf Suites La Sella. So if you would like to just present yourselves.
Okay. Well, I'm Donna and this is my husband, Robert. And we purchased a unit and moved into it in November of 2023. So we've been in there for about, 3 or 4 months now.
Yeah, and we moved here from Canada, Vancouver actually.
So has it been a long time for you, or has it passed like super quick?
Since...
Because you basically waited 2 years, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Almost since you
The
to have your home.
Oh, the pandemic was awful. Waiting through that period was awful, yeah.
So you knew Spain from before? You traveled
We came here in
before?
2017 and 2019. 2017 was just a trip we're exploring Spain with our kids and we wanted to show them a good time. So we explored a lot of Spain, and then we came back in 2019 with just our daughter, and we spent 3 months that time. We explored and decided all the areas we liked. We kind of whittled it down to just a few places, and then we wanted a new build. So we were looking at new builds up and down the coast. We originally were going to buy a place in Ojen, outside Marbella. One test criteria we use is when you're driving from the airport with your family or friends who came to visit and want to know why you moved to Spain, when you drive from the airport to your home, what is it like? And if you drive from Malaga to Marbella, it's ugly. If you drive from Valencia to Denia, La Sella, Javea, it's beautiful. It's beautiful.
or if you fly, I was gonna say if you
Yes,
come from
yes.
Alicante, it's beautiful as well. And Dania, we found like it reminds us of when we lived in California. It reminds us of when we were in Arizona. It reminds us of Canada. You know, so like we look out and that kind of is like a baby Yosemite mountain. You know, we've got the sea view because we love seeing water. And so it just kind of fit a lot of things. And at this stage in life, like we're kind of looking for that peace, tranquility, not being quite in the high stress, intense lifestyle. And so when we saw this, it was still on paper. The mountain was still a mountain. It was
So you knew the area?
we had been to Dania
In Javea.
and Javea,
Not
but
to
we
La
had
Sella.
not been to this location. But Bob did Google Street walks through the
And Google
area.
Earth to see the elevation. Idealista.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I thought, because we were very, very picky. We wanted new build. We wanted a penthouse apartment or a villa. And then we wanted mountain and sea views, not just one. And we preferred to be up a hill a little bit away from the beach, so we didn't have the noise of the beach and the old construction.
So once you saw that, you found out, did you like investigate a bit about it, or you already just contacted directly with us because you knew we were doing the new builds?
I had contacted several developers, but we only were looking at the best of the best because of what we had heard about builders in Spain and old construction and all the potential issues. So after we found this place, we looked at it a little bit, and then we filled out the form online, and then asked for a meeting to kind of talk about the homes and the plans, because they hadn't even broken ground yet. And so then we had a presentation with Monica and Bart, and they gave a presentation. We were impressed by several things. One thing was that there's no shared walls. And there's a lot of space between units. So the noise problems you have downtown Dania and Madrid, everywhere, right? Vancouver, won't be as much of an issue here because you're not sharing walls. And with the penthouse unit, then of course we have the shared floor, but it has the in-floor heating, so that provides additional, yes. And so we heard a lot of good things, and we like the technology in the home because we come from a technology background and so forth. So there were a lot of things that checked the boxes that we liked. But of course, that wasn't enough. To buy a home, you have to have trust, also trust the builder, right?
So once you decided to buy a penthouse apartment on the plan with that, how has your experience been like from that moment to when you got your partner key?
You know, we were assigned Monica, and she was just wonderful helping us through the whole process because she's more detail oriented, I think, and she remembers things. So she helped us as we were going through and picking out things and talking about things, and following up. You know, we had a lot of questions, and of course, we're at an age where we know what we like, and so there were some things that VAP had to research to see if they could provide them for us and things like that. And so she was very good communicating with us throughout that whole pre-sale move-in type range, right? And so it was really nice, you know, because over time we kind of felt that the confidence built that everything would be okay, because it's a big step to take to, you know, move to a different country, which we did because we had moved from the US to Canada, but we still spoke English. But then to move a bigger step here, you know, it was an even bigger step because of the language and the culture and not knowing what the building codes are and things like that. But they assured us that everything was good.
Well, you could see the process as well.
Yeah, in VAP, the one thing we really liked was having that website where we could go in and see pictures of the progress. And they had like a checklist of like 100 things that had to happen before it was completed. And so it made it nice because we could log in and we could see the progress that was being made. And so it built that trust along the way. Yeah.
Our first words when we walked in the home were, wow, this is better than we expected. But our first words here were, wow, and we walked out on the deck.
And the views, like the camera cannot capture how beautiful the view is. Because in the pictures it looked like it was much further away. It looked like it was just kind of like a blue line on the horizon, but it's not that far away. And when you're actually out on the terrace, you look at it and it's like, we can see the waves from here. You know, we can see ships, and you know, it's nice because it's not like it's that far away. We all agree that we all made the right decisions, that this is the right place in Spain to be, because it's close to the big cities, but it's not that heavy congestion like you get the, you know, really stressful traffic, because you can feel stressed even here at times. But, you know, it's just on a day in, day out basis. I mean, we're like 7 minutes to the mall, and there's grocery stores. We have at least 8 of them in less than 10 minutes.
Now you said you've been here now for 3 months, right? November, you said November?
Well, we got our apartment in November, but we've actually been here since September.
When you see that, like as you said, when you came, you saw it was even better than what you expected in the first place. Would you recommend somebody to buy a new build in Spain after your experience? Would you recommend us as a main constructor to build? And what would you tell somebody if they would be now in the situation you were around 2 years ago?
We actually already have recommended VAV on an expat forum for people who are, because people have posted and they said everything they were looking for is exactly what we wanted. So then we just, recommended that they check out the area and the community and the builder, because again, the trust is the big factor, right? So you want to have a builder you can trust. And it was just so nice to be able to, especially when we couldn't come here during the pandemic, it was so nice to be able to go online, and they posted pictures of the building process.
Almost every month.
Yeah, because in the past when we built homes, we'd be all excited, so we'd drive out and see it almost every day, right? Everything is really thoughtfully designed. It's like we walk out of our unit down the hall and out the door, it's like there's a pool in our backyard. There's like a gym in our backyard. Everything was well thought out. That we were a little nervous at first about how much light there would be because of the way it's designed and the direction it's facing. Even in the winter time, we hardly ever need lights during the day. It's the light.
Yeah, we have light all the way to the back of the kitchen.
Nice.
So we're not having to flip on the lights during the day.
One thing that really struck me is that we've had many, many vendors coming in to measure, prepare for furniture. We have a custom wall unit being put in the salon, and a couple of them are experienced builders, and they commented on the quality of the construction. They just said, you guys know this is really high quality construction. And it's nice to hear that, because everyone that comes in walks out on the deck and says, what a beautiful view, right? But we're also getting feedback on the quality of construction, which is really affirming for our decision, right?
Open and LED lights come on. All those types of things are kind of those, like, wow type of things, and it just makes you feel good and proud of your unit that way. Yeah.
So thank you very much for this interview. I do hope that you enjoy a lot your new apartment. So nice to meet you.
Oh, that's nice
You as well.
to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.